Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079 61 248 834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
The best radio show
all around the world. Broadcasting live online, in your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Starr Radio, radio for the people, by the people.
Let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Monday edition of the morning show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
So from now till exactly 12 o'clock when we take a break and bring you Career 101 with HRH Linda Pallian, a pre-recorded one as well. I'm going to be your captain. I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar if it's making the headlines. But let me take this opportunity to say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Hope you're doing very, very well. To Perry, good morning. To our money man, Mr. Dan Tabiri, good morning to you. Mrs. Evelyn Tabiri, yeah? And the girls, good morning. To my spiritual mom, Pastor Mrs. Mary Bruce, Mom, good morning to you. She says she'll be monitoring me to make sure that I rest. Yes, I'm going to be resting. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. To my apostle himself, Brother HB, good morning. Good morning to all the clergy on the platform. Good morning to Atal Kofi all the way in Ghana. To Anian and Ajo, the chief of Ashaman there as well. Salute each and every one of you. Good morning to Antonio and Eben all the way in Cape Town, South Africa. Delta Hammond in Kumasi. Mom, Mrs. White Hammond. Massive good morning to you. And to Mrs. Patricia Roxanne Hammond, I hope you are doing very, very well there as well. Good morning, Mr. Olaimi Koiki, Mr. Frank Davis, KB Bosman, Vicky Newton, and to the one and only May Queen. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Once again, welcome and good morning to every one of you who's tuned in this morning. It's a straight program, so we're going to be hitting the ground running. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. We're going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update will move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is the global trotting. Then after which we'll move on from there, having a look at some of the just a couple of details of some of the program that is making the rounds. But if you are listening to us and you have some information that has gone on, feel free, share it with us and we will acknowledge you there as well. Okay, then at 12 o'clock, as I said, we'll bring the first part of the program to close and then we'll take you to Cyprus where HRH Linda Pallian is to bring you Career 101. So wherever you are, once again, welcome to Starr Radio UK and welcome to your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, where I remain yours sincerely.
This is the morning show with Archie.
All right, so the quote for the day says what? To wait on God to create an opportunity circumstance for you is like saying God should look for you. and feed you at the same time. So he's saying that get the knowledge that you have to write applications, that you have to do everything that you need to do in your mind that God has given you, and now commit your ways into the hands of the Lord and see what he will do about it for you. All right then. Now the rest of today is expected to be dry with plenty of sunshine and just a few areas of cloud. Gentle to moderate winds, easterly winds expected as well. Tonight will continue to be dry with largely clear conditions for some patchy cloud cover. Gentle to northeasterly winds expected as well. Top temperature 22 degrees and the lowest is going to be 15 degrees. All right then. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, before we go to the global trotting, let me bring you what is happening on your travels if you are this morning here in London and the UK as a whole. Now, Central London, my apologies, on the underground this morning, Central District lines are experiencing severe delays. So check it out. The London Overground River is experiencing severe delays and part suspension on the lines. And then the London Rumbling is having part closures between East Croydon and Church Street and Rips Corner and East Croydon. So check it out. That aside, all the DLR is running a good service. On the major roads in London as well, apart from the North Circular A406 that is experiencing serious delays, all the others have no exceptional delays there. The River Bus is running a good service. The London Cable Car is running a good service, bringing us to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. And what have I got there for you? So on the National Rail this morning, C2C Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Gatwick Express, Grand Central, Great Northern Railway, Great Western Railway are all offering special services. Also, Greater Anglia Hull Trains, London North Eastern Railway, Lumo, Southwestern Railway, Southern and Thames Link special services. That aside, all the others are running a good service, and that is where we bring the travel updates to a close today. As I say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads as we keep it navigated, our promise, our bond. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a break and I'll come back to you.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email Dan at gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 11:33, where we plod on to look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe, known as what? Global Trotting. Now making the rounds. Now, social media firms should remove dangerous driving videos. That's what a minister said pertaining to an accident that happened on the A66, where 7 people died, 2 police officers and 5 young guys in VW Passat who were driving the wrong way on the A road. Okay, we'll be telling you more about that. And Benham in Ukraine to hand over UK blueprints to make long-range missiles. Moscow says the UK is participating in this war, and the decision to hand over classified information on missiles components will add fuel to the fire. But the question is, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to sit back and not to do anything, just let you go on and continue to destroy their country and the damage that is being caused? Or you're going to say, let's sleeping dogs lie, let's call it a truce, and but the thing is, when will all this end? Now, divorce, smartphones and control. That's what the BBC is saying, that the Taliban are using to run Afghanistan. Well, if you play the buffoonery, you are divorced. Tesla recalls nearly 3 million cars in China over hidden door handles. Okay, we'll tell you more about all that as we go on. And then nearly 90,000 to evacuate as wildfire approaches Reno in Nevada. Those are some stories making the rounds there. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. As I said, because of our time, so we'll be plodding on very quickly, just looking at some of the headlines from other parts of the world. A US and Canada trade war could make these everyday items pricier. What are they? I'm going to tell you more about that. Trump is trying to tighten the screws on an Iran numb to economic pain. Let's see how it all pans out. And Tehran issued a stark threat to Gulf states ahead of expected new U.S. pressure campaign. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Well, should he have gone into this war at all? Or? I think about all that. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Reform pledges to prioritize British workers for social housing as critics warn plans are unworkable. Well, I agree with them wholly. I mean, yes, take care of those who are at home first, who have contributed, or who, yes, and then we can take care of strangers. Let me put it that way for lack of words. But what do you think about that? Maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe we have to make sure that, we welcome outsiders more, and then we negate our duty for those who are at home. Family, we forget about them for the meantime and treat people outside nicely. Maybe that will help. But what do you think about that? Okay, on the African front as well, 8 cuts leave millions of Somali children facing hunger. And Pope Leo calls for international response to deadly Ebola outbreak in DR Congo. It's DR Congo, so who cares? They wouldn't do anything about it. If it were other places, you see how swift they would have been there to be putting measures in place to make sure that things are done properly. Because it's undeveloped, but they've forgotten the fact that they are just, ripping their resources away. But what are they giving in return or getting in return of that? To that? That's another question. And DRC M23 agree peace roadmap as Doha talks seek to regain momentum. And those summer stories making the rounds. Atakofi, once again, let me say good morning to you. Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning to Nian and Joy and all the inhabitants of Ashaman. Once again, I salute each and every one of you. Hoping that you all had a very lovely weekend. Okay, now let's plod on. As I said, we're going to be bringing the first part of the program to a close exactly at 12 o'clock, and then we'll take you to Cyprus, where we have our own HRH Linda Palion. We're going to be bringing you Career 101. In Nigeria, Nwabuze Defense Made in Nigeria office posts documents after ICPC fake agency claim. Well, I'm going to be telling you more about that as well. But still coming from Niger, believe me. Dangote Refinery expands free fuel delivery to Kano, Imo, and others targeting lower pump prices. Atiku Abubakar mourns Nollywood actor Taiwo Hassan after cancer battle. And troop rescues 6 kidnapped victims, recover 800,000 naira from terrorists in Katsina State. And Tinubu will renew tenure of NTA Director General, non-managing director, and insecurity in Nigeria must not become killing field, Peter Obi wants. So what's the way forward for all this insecurity that's going on in Nigeria at the moment? What do you think about all that? Feel free to share your thoughts with us, and I'll make sure that whatever things that you are looking at or you are considering is heard by worldwide listeners. Those of you listening to us on the various platforms, we want to say thank you very, very much there as well. IGP, CID, OSP, AG petition to investigate Afenyo Markin over $1 million extortion allegation. What has he said about that? Well, and then another sad story. A musician by name Baroski is homeless in UK and appeals for support to return to Ghana. And it's quite an interesting one. I remember back in the day, I think one person wrote a book saying that England no be heaven or something. I've forgotten. Or was it a slang that some of my presenters were using there? But everybody thinks that when you come to this part of the world, everything is rosy. It's far from the truth. There are some people who have been better off back home than being here. And at times when you come and you fall into the wrong company, boy, you don't want to know. But it seems to be the situation here for Baroski. We'll tell you more about that. And labor experts speaks on Afenyo Markin gold board loss controversy. Now, is that allegation true or false? I'm going to be telling you more about all that. This will come your way from Starr Radio UK. Parliament recall for special sitting. Afenyo Markin denies being summoned by minority over Sammy Jemfi's extortion claims. Has he? Hasn't he? And what is the false allegation? Or is it one that you think you can just say anything and get away with it? Well. Let me say good morning once again to my baby sister, Delta. Delta, good morning to you. I hope you are all doing very, very well. Well, so we continue. One more story from Ghana, and then I'll bring you the details of the story. Then at 12 o'clock exactly, we bring you all that is happening when it comes to the job front, your career. So wherever you are, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, as we continue to plod on. Hansonic Junction drainage work commences. I remember Hansonic Junction. So what has happened there? Well, drainage system back in the day, there were a lot happening there, but what has happened to it all? And Saglemi housing project should be ready by March 2027. Government developer assures nation. Looking at the design from a drone footage, that is quite an interesting and very beautiful one. But is it worth our while? The taxpayers' money? Or what? And if it was your money, your father's money, would you have left it sitting there for all this period before coming back on? Or what? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Oh, lovely. Okay, hope mom is doing very well. Cooks as well. Okay, lovely to have you back in Accra. Lovely. All right then. So now let's take a quick break. We come back and I bring you the details of the stories making the rounds this morning. And let me say good morning to my granddaughter back in Ghana. Donna, I hope you are doing very, very well. She was saying, Grandpa. Oh boy. Yeah. May his soul rest in perfect peace. My sister just reminded me that my brother passed on 2 years ago yesterday. Says this man is growing old and he's got lots on his mind trying to figure out stuff. But I hope that you had a good time of remembrance. I'll call you later after the program. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. We've got 17 minutes for me to bring you some of the details of the story that is making the rounds. So let's take a quick break and I'll be with you. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
It's so delicious. Like when you eat it, we got greens, meat, fish, everything is in there.
And the tilapia fish, it tastes amazing. Softness, moist, and definitely the taste.
The seasoning from Africa. The food is just like back home, from back home. Tastes very good.
I bring the Ghana to England, yeah. Can have what do you call the ampesi, fufu, chosavi, banku, wache, dollar, Ghana dollar. Oh my God, Ama dollar. Name the food when you come to Ama to eat. Ama is not do it for you.
When you come to Amersfoort, you get the best chosavi in the whole United Kingdom, London. Yes.
As you can see, I've got short hair and I'm going to put it on and I'll show you the outcome. See you in a bit. And this is the result. And as you can see, I absolutely love it. So yeah, if you're looking for someone who can do really good quality extensions, new pop wigs and wigs, I highly recommend Kamina. Kamina hair.
Do you or anyone you know suffer with
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and once again, let me say to all the Hammonds and Abedis, of course, that to my late brother, may your soul, Alfred Hammond, may your soul Alfred Kwesi Odei Hammond. May your soul rest in perfect peace. May your soul rest in perfect peace. We will always love you. You will always be in our hearts. Yeah. I know that you know that. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. 12 minutes time, I have to bring the program to a close. As I did say, then let me say good morning to Sister Ruth. Whilst I was on the break, she was on the phone with me, putting a few things together for her big day that is happening on Saturday. This Saturday? Yeah. Her 61st. So we were caught up in that. That would have been the distraction there. But hey, it's one of those things. So once again, welcome to the program. All right. So we kick off with this sad story that happened over the weekend. And then that talks about Defense Minister Luke Pollard has called on social media companies to remove posts celebrating dangerous driving after viral trend showing people going the wrong way down road. Now Pollard said now social media companies could take that down today, adjust their algorithm so it's not celebrated. Now 2 police officers died when a car going the wrong way down a dual carriage way crashed into the vehicle near Middlesbrough on Saturday. The 5 passengers in the other car were also killed. A TikTok account believed to belong to one of the 5 passengers, 18-year-old Mackay Saddington, shared videos appearing to show dangerous driving, which have since been removed. Now, Pollard said the government had already taken steps to tell social media companies to take down such content. He added, they know exactly what content is on their site. They know how their algorithm works. They also know that people post content to get views, and the more views you get, sometimes you get money for it. So it's a financial incentive to post outrageous content that gets more people watching it, and that seemed to be the trend now. But a very, very sad one. The police officers PC Tom Clow and PC Matthew Blades were killed in a crash when a car traveling the wrong way down a dual carriageway crashed into their vehicle on Saturday. And then the guys who were in the other car, the VW Passat, Jacob Matusiak, Mackay Saddington, Theo Ray, Michael Robert, Cahill and Co. Robert Worthy were killed in the Passat. Okay, and those are the names that I've mentioned there. But a very senseless death there. Why did you go on that path, and why did you do that? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the round this morning, Andy Burnham is in Ukraine to hand over UK blueprints to make long-range missiles. Now, my concern have been that, look, I can travel from here to the US right now. I can go to Trump's at the White House to see Trump, and I can come back and nobody would have heard me do anything. Let's say if I were the president, or I were the prime minister, or even the king. It can happen. I can go and give him some detail about something that is going on, or even printed about something that is going on, and nobody would know. So what is this fuss about? We publishing everything that we are doing, and now catching us up in a place where Moscow is saying, now we know you are the ones pushing the agenda, giving them hope that they will be able to overcome Russia. Now, Andy Burnham says this is the moment to keep up pressure on Russia on its first official visit to Ukraine, as UK Prime Minister is set to hand over blueprints so Kyiv can build its own long-range missiles. So they say if you're not giving them, the fact that you're giving them the blueprint to be able to do that, Moscow says the UK is participating in this war, and the decision to hand over classified information on missiles will add fuel to the fire. Where is the fire? Okay, Russia and Ukraine are continuing to fire strikes at each other. Ukrainian authorities say 5 people have been killed in the Kharkiv region, while Russia says 3 teenagers were killed when a children's center was hit by drone debris. Kyiv has recently stepped up long-range attacks on Moscow and other Russian regions, targeting oil refineries and warehouses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. As I said, we are pressed with time, so I'm going to move on straight to other parts of the world, notably now. Should I bring you this one? Okay, let me bring. You know, when you want to control people, there are ways and means that people do so, right? Now, Governor Abdullah Sahadi has given money to treat a boy's broken arm and hands out funds for a local mosque. Then in his office in northern Afghanistan, an astonishing exchange unfolds. A young woman tells the grey-bearded former Taliban commander that she wants to divorce her husband, who she accuses of months of abuse and beatings. She will not take no for an answer. In a country where girls are banned from secondary education, the 18-year-old argues her case calmly and confidently, her face completely hidden behind a full-face veil and sunglasses. If there was any chance to live together, I wouldn't be here. I haven't taken my decision, she says. After trying to persuade her to avoid divorce, the governor later comments that women are mindless and deficient in intellect, to laughter from the male officials, bodyguards, and elders around him. The moment gives a rare glimpse into the day-to-day realities of the Taliban's rule, 5 years after they swept aside the US-backed government in 2021. So, this is what the women want to live in there. Are they scared? Are they able to get out of it? Or are they caught up so deep in that they cannot do anything about it and decide that the only way is up? What do you think? Well, but this woman is saying, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I want out. And I mean, I want out like now. Interesting one there. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. We have to move on because of our time. And let me now quickly take you on the African front there as well. Well, the Pope is calling on an international response to the deadly Ebola outbreak in DR Congo. Does he have to take the Pope to call out that? Or with all the resources, the natural resources in DR Congo that people are getting in there, the foreign countries, especially all these Western countries that are in there raking their resources out. Don't you think that they got to get something in exchange for that? Something worth their while? Well. We know some people get that. And those are the warlords, the politicians who have their ways and means. And then the ordinary person goes hungry and they suffer all these. Now, Pope Leo the 14th on Sunday called for an international response to a deadly Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, urging the global community to work closely with local communities to prevent further loss of lives. Speaking during the Angelus prayer to crowds gathered in St. Peter's Square, Leo said he was thinking in particular of people affected by the outbreak. In a quote, he said, I often think about the Democratic Republic of Congo in particular because of the spread of the Ebola epidemic, which unfortunately is causing many victims. I encourage a response from the international community that also involves local communities in preventative work to save so many human lives. Now, do you think that if this is happening in other parts of the world, so let's say advanced country, will not get the various what do you call them, big countries or rich countries, G7 and all those coming through to look at it, to find ways and means to fight it? I'm not saying that nothing is being done about it, but the consciousness or the awareness or the necessary attention that it needs has been deficient. I don't know about that, but ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, one other interesting story from Nigeria, which I want to touch on, and then I can go to Ghana as well. Now, marketers loud initiative as refinery absorbs delivery costs to reduce distribution expenses, ease pressure on consumers. Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has expanded its free petroleum product delivery initiative to Kano, Imo, Anambra, and Nasarawa states. A move expected to reduce distribution costs for independent petroleum marketers and create room for lower petrol prices at the pump. The initiative, which began with deliveries in Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, Kaduna, and Delta states, as well as Abuja, was designed to bring petroleum products closer to marketers and retailers while removing the cost of transporting products over long distances from the refinery to various parts of the country. So, why don't we get a pipeline so that we can run or flow this through to various countries? But again, somebody said get a pipeline, and that means we having individuals who go around stealing or nicking fuel products. And what do we do under such circumstance? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. We have to go to Ghana now. I bring you a couple of stories from there, and then we go away to Cyprus. Right. Now, the Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumsin, has urged the governing National Democratic Congress to remain focused and resist what he described as attempts by opposition New Patriotic Party to distract government from delivering on its mandate. Now, Kumsin said sustained attacks by Minority Leader Alexander Finyo-Makin on the Ghana Gold Board and his Chief Executive Officer Sami Gyamfi should be seen as part of a broader political strategy aimed at undermining the NDC's administration. Speaking on a radio program on Saturday, he said the target of Finyo-Makin is not Sami Gyamfi. The target is to run down the NDC. His comments come amid growing controversy over the domestic gold purchase program, with the minority in parliament demanding greater accountability for reported losses. The IMF August 2026 report indicated that the Bank of Ghana's DGPP recorded losses of more than $1.7 billion in 2025, equivalent to about 1.5% of Ghana's GDP. The minority has argued that the Gold Board should account for losses linked to the program rather than claiming credit for its gain. However, Gold Board CEO Sami Gyamfi has rejected suggestions that the institution itself incurred reported losses, insisting the figures should not be attributed to the Gold Board. Kumsin cautioned the NDC to be vigilant and avoid giving the opposition an opportunity to regain political ground through what he called unnecessary distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In connection with that, we now have the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the IGP, the CID, and Attorney General being petitioned to investigate Finyo-Makin over the 1 million extortion allegation. Two leading members of the Unity Party, Solomon Owusu and Andrew Apia Dankwa, have petitioned several investigative bodies of the country to probe the allegation of extortion made against the Minority Leader of Parliament, Alexander Kwame Finyo-Makin, by the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board, Sami Gyamfi. Solomon Owusu, Director of the Communications and Spokesperson of the United Party, and Andrew Apia Dankwa, Director of Legal and Constitutional Affairs of the party, in their joint petition, which was filed at 6 investigative bodies, indicated that the investigation was necessary because of the gravity of the allegation. They argued that the allegation against Minority Leader, including the claims that he demanded 1 million, must be investigated as part of efforts to fight corruption. We, the undersigned Solomon Owusu, Director of Communications and Spokesperson of the United Party, and Andrew Apia Dankwa, Director of Legal and Constitutional Affairs of the United Party, respectfully presents this petition in the public interest and in the furtherance of our civic and constitutional responsibility to promote accountable government, protect the integrity of public institutions, and resist every form of corruption and abuse of public power. Do you think that is going to happen at all? Well, it's gone 3 minutes past the top of the hour, and we're going to be taking a break. Once we come back, I'll take you straight to Cyprus, where we have our own HRH Linda Pallian there to bring you Career 101. Stay tuned, don't touch the dial.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gillaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
Careers for so long that is actually stopping us becoming who we want to be and achieving our professional and personal goals that we've set for ourselves. So after years and years of working, well, clearly over a decade now, working with people in various careers at different stages and listening to the common denominator of what stops them going to the next level, I put together a list of 6 key points that you need to address within yourself at whatever stage of your career to be able to break through those beliefs and move forward to the next level of your career. So that's what we're going to be addressing. What can you do as an individual where you are right now to move to the next level of your career progression, whatever that is for you.
Okay. Over to you. Go on.
Fantastic. So the first point on here is normalizing reinventing yourself and your career at any age and at any stage. We have to accept that it happens. I say just like in marriages where they say you have a 7-year itch, more and more the same with careers. You do something for a couple of years, you achieve mastery because you've been doing it for long, you know the ins and outs of it, and it's time to move on. As human beings, we naturally want to progress, because if you're not growing, you're dying. So it's normal that you might want to change your career. It's normal that you might want to explore a different field totally, or move to the next level. And we need to normalize that, rather than fearing that we're being a rolling stone which gathers no moss. Or the stigma that employers might say, why am I changing careers so much? We have to normalize that this happens, you know. And on the show, we've spoken at length about how to answer these questions if you've changed careers a lot in interviews, but let's normalize that. And to normalize that, you have to be able to know yourself, know your brand, before you can create a profile that is congruent, that someone else will understand. So you want to know yourself, who you are, what you represent, and then, only then, can you communicate that to the world. And as we've said before, if you have different aspects, then aspects of your expertise, whether it's your career, maybe you have your fingers in different pies, then your values and beliefs are the core central part. That is the unifying thread between everything else that you know, or all of the skills that you've got. So I believe in this, and I apply it in this sector. Or I stand for this, I stand for peace, and therefore I'm a volunteer for refugees, or I do this in my church choir, or I work as a lawyer and mediate between disputing parties or a judge, whatever it is. But understanding that core value then translates into what you do, because your career is the vehicle for you to fulfill your ultimate life purpose. So that's the first aspect, to normalize reinventing yourself. And of course, when you've done that, then you create a profile that showcases that. This is the third aspect we'll talk about, how you communicate that with the world. So whether it's your CV or your LinkedIn profile, or your Facebook profile, Twitter handle, whatever it is, whatever account you choose to use to showcase what you do, making sure that that's congruent with the values and beliefs, what you do, and how and what you want to communicate to the world about your overall cause, and of course the career that you're using to get to that stage. I hope that's clear.
It's clear. I can hear you. So go on. Yeah.
Okay. So the second point on here is normalizing hybrid careers. Normalizing hybrid careers. And what I mean is being creative with what you do. Sometimes we can get so bogged down with a specific job description or specific specialism that we forget to merge different aspects and create a new job, a job that's completely made up of your talents, that you can then be unique and the only one that uses it. So for example, if you're involved in playing video games, for example, and you like the visual aspects of it, can you use video in your work where maybe you're training people, and rather than sitting and giving a seminar like everyone else and standing and talking, can you gamify that training process? So that it's unique, it's engaging, and it exposes people to a different world that you have an expertise in, and it becomes unique to you. And so combining and creating these hybrid careers is really important, combining these multiple interests so that we're innovating all the time rather than trying to stay in the same way things have traditionally been done. Reinventing.
Yeah, but let me chip in, ask you this question. At times it's something that you feel you are convicted with. Okay, this is what I love to do. I can do it very, very well. But you need to be able to communicate with the outside world, to your bosses or this, and for them to agree or come to a bit of acceptance before you can actually introduce. People do seminars, they stand there, they lecture, they do blah 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 blah, but you want to sit in the comfort of your home, just put some these games and then what you are doing. So you need to be able to convince them, but that is what people fall short of doing, and then we don't. So what should people do about that? How can you convince your people?
I think that's a great question, and that is key. A lot of people fall short of it because they're not confident themselves, or they're not confident in how it will be accepted. Of course, there's a fear of what if people don't understand, that people have never played the game before or whatever. But this is why we need to learn to communicate in terms of, if you spoke to your boss and said, look, I understand that you're going to pay this external trainer maybe $3,000, $5,000 to come in and teach. If I know that this will work, if I make half the price, which will save me money, again, because you're communicating to their listening. And will make the training process more engaging, people will pay attention because it's something new, and you're willing to offer a trial service just so that people you reduce the barrier to acceptance. Really helps for people to adapt it. So of course change is difficult and uncomfortable for a lot of people, but if you're so convinced and so excited about it, sometimes you go on about something so much, somebody goes, oh my God, they keep going on about it, let me try. You want to get to that stage where your passion for it comes across. The people don't have a choice but to give you a chance. So you can start with your own and have your own pilot group, and pilot it with a few people and say, okay, let me try it out with a small team, so that when the whole office is done, and the results will speak for themselves, and then we can pilot it out. So don't be discouraged because it's a new thing. See that as a challenge of how to break through and speak to what they want to hear. What will be success for them? And if you're able to show that it matches their goals, most of the time people want to hear it, and they'll be inclined to give you. That's the question.
Yeah. Just a follow up to that question again. A quick one. Now, what should employers do in this aspect? Because this is maybe a staff or one of your employees who is saying that, this is, and then employers, we are sad that we think, do I risk this and maybe it makes the whole thing fall apart, or maybe take a bold a step and then maybe in some way somehow. So how should employers also now position themselves when it comes to things like that?
I think employers really need to, as any good manager would do, weigh the risk, have a risk assessment of what's the impact, what's the worst thing that could happen if you change the system on a trial basis. And if there isn't a huge impact, give it a go. A lot of people, actually your employees, love to see that they're being invested in. Employees feel like we're reinventing all the time, like everybody wants to work in a dynamic, fast changing, paced environment, there's something new that keeps them keen.
Yeah.
Actually, I think employers would do well to embrace new ideas and new changes. Of course, they feel listened to. Other employees feel like, okay, we're innovating, and it helps to keep up with the commercial awareness.
Okay.
So I think employers need to really embrace that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please go on.
Okay. The third aspect of myth busting and these beliefs in the careers is normalizing failing and trial and error, experimenting with different ideas as well. So a lot of us, just like the question before, we don't want to try something new because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're plodding along just well, and what if we fail? And I always say that is always a given. So embracing that rather than being scared of failing is a mindset shift that needs to happen for all of us, for both employers and employees. Understanding that your job won't be there forever. I was coaching with a client today and she said, I really want to change my hours, but what if they don't come back? I said, well, what if, God forbid, they die and they don't come back?
Yeah.
There's no guarantees in life, Here's one client, then you figure out how to get another one.
Yeah, definitely.
Fear cripple you from improving your business because you might lose them, and you have to explain the value and the benefits for them, why these changes are necessary. And then after you've done all you can, life happens.
Yeah,
normalizing that things may go wrong, you might fail, but we'll always learn more from our failures than our successes. The quicker you fail, they say fail faster or fail better.
Faster and better. Okay.
So you can get to these failures, the closer you are to a success.
Of course.
So let's do it fast. Let's learn the lessons quickly.
And then let's get on with it. Okay, go on, lady.
The job hopping is a part of life. You might try a different thing and you don't like it. Don't wait for the right opportunity. At the book launch, I had a young African lady who is studying business, and it's exciting, and she wants to be an entrepreneur but doesn't know where to start. There's so many ideas, but really doesn't feel particularly drawn to one. And so I said, well, so what have you done? And she's like, nothing so far. I'm still waiting for the idea. And I thought, well, doing something is always better than doing nothing. So if you have multiple passions and you don't know where to start with one. It might be the right one, and you go ahead and you go all the way. Or it may be the wrong one, but it will lead you to the right one. But if you're sitting and waiting for this divine time or this dream job, this dream opportunity, this dream business to land in your lap, who knows how long it'll take? And how are you going to pay your bills in the meantime whilst this is coming? You know, sometimes you just have to get in motion to start, and then the net will appear. Jump, the net will appear. Start, and then the direction will come. You know, if you're going to take a journey, you need to get in the car, help the thing along. You know, dreaming alone doesn't get the results you want. So let's normalize trying different things, and if it's not working, quitting early so you can get on with the next aspect of your life.
Yeah.
The fourth aspect on here in terms of myth busting beliefs and careers is going at your own pace. Going at your own pace. And again, we tend to, the more ambitious or the more overachieving people tend to compare with each other. Oh, you know, they started a business when they were 15, I'm now 55, and I'm still wishing and thinking it might be a bit too late for me. But understanding that you can go at your own pace, and whatever level you are, that's the right level for you right now.
Okay.
But going. And sometimes I have a graph that I call your hierarchy of priorities. And it's based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So right at the bottom we have your food, safety, shelter, the basics. And then afterwards you go on to your mental health, and then you go on to the job that you're doing right now. And then you have your aspirations, and then becoming the best version of yourself. Sometimes you're working on your aspirations, and then there's a life event. You know, you get pregnant, there's a death in the family, there's dependents that come up, your health goes deteriorate, and you have to put those things in hold and make sure that your foundations are secure again. Whether you prioritize your health then, or you attend to your dependents, or whatever it is, deal with the mental problem or emotional problems that are happening before you then start reaching again for your aspirations. But understanding that it goes up in ups and downs, and we're all at different levels.
Yeah.
And whatever pace you're going, or whatever stage you are at, it's good enough for you right now. But keeping in the motion is the only thing that you need to control. Just understand. Maybe I'm on a downward swing, but after the bottom line goes up again, you know, and being prepared for that going up, and you go climb even higher on your next upswing. Yeah. So normalizing this, going at your own pace without any guilt, any shame, any ill feelings, any jealousy towards other people that are on different levels, because we all have different challenges in our lives, right? The fifth aspect of myth busting is taking these clues from your life as to what you should be doing, whether it's what you naturally gravitate to, what your interests are currently, because interests shift as well with trends, with more exposure to different areas of life. Our interest and what we gravitate towards shifts. So paying attention to these clues, life clues and passions, and how we can incorporate them into doing something that will then we can make our career or our vocation that's fulfilling is really important. And then finally, applying that once we understand what our passions and interests and gravitations are, knowing that we can apply it into any career. So we're not hung up on what the job title is, what the label is, what the level is at, but knowing that my key skill and my core skill is connecting with people, building relationships, working with people, whatever it is, and how can I apply it in maybe my job as a cleaner, maybe my job as a lawyer, maybe my job as a software engineer. How can I apply connecting with people in that, you know, and normalizing, applying the genius rather than labeling yourself what the genius is. It's an application to a role, a vocation that's going to be fulfilling and profitable for you. and that's what makes it a career. It's profitable because it gives you income, it gives you benefits, it gives you recognition, expertise, all of that stuff. But it's also fulfilling to you. That's the difference between having a career and just having a job title that means nothing to you.
Well, listeners, you want some myth busted when it comes to some beliefs in your career? That's what we've done for you this afternoon. But Linda, before we you ran up the points that you put across, I'll summarize it now. Is there a way that if somebody finds themselves in this situation, I've really got something that I can do something about, they can train themselves, they can better themselves up? Because I believe that if you want to sell yourself, I mean, few times that we've said on this platform, you have to make sure that you've bettered yourself, if there's any word like that. I mean, so that you are sellable before you move there. Now, do you think there is a chance that when somebody has all this, with all this stuff like that, they are able to better themselves before they do that presentation to their bosses or whoever to sell themselves?
Absolutely. I think if you need the skills, you need a particular skill set to better yourself to get to the next level, then you'll be doing yourself a disservice by not taking that extra training or retraining or whatever it is, even if you're doing it part-time alongside what you're currently doing. But I always say that don't wait for someone to promote you. You do the training, you promote yourself, you invest in yourself, because after that you can use it as a negotiation tool. You know, we always think, oh, when I become a manager, then I will learn how to communicate or I'll learn how to give presentations. But how about learn how to give the presentations now and then use it as a negotiation tool for why you should become manager, because you already have those skills. You know, so changing the way we look at it. And of course, even in the word that you say, in bettering yourself, there's no downside in bettering yourself, whether you use it now or 10 years down the line. You've still taken that training, and it gives you the confidence, it gives you the competence as well to be able to then showcase that when you're going for the next level of success. And it just helps, because if you take a proactive interest in you and you invest in yourself, somebody else wants to invest in you because you see the value, so they'll see the value. See the value in yourself, then it's much harder to convince someone to see value in you. Because if nobody's investing, why would I?
Of course. All right, so can you just sum it up and then put the contact details so that our listeners can contact you, and of course the books.
Yes. Okay, so in summary, we've been talking about what you can do at this current stage of your life, of your career, of your journey, to make yourself better or to position yourself better to reach the goals that you've set for yourself. So it's all about you, you know, and we've been talking about it's okay to reinvent yourself. It's okay to combine your interests and create a hybrid career. It's okay to fail and try new things. It's okay to go at your own pace because it's not a race. It's okay to take clues from your life's interest and your gravitations and your passions. It's okay to invest that effort over time to attain that mastery in that. And it's okay to apply your genius into your career rather than being hung up in a job title. And all of these makes sure that you invest in yourself and that you can reach those goals that you set for yourself quicker and in a shorter amount of time and in the most sustainable way possible, so that you're not getting there and then getting back down, but you're going from peak to peak in the goals that you've set for yourself. So if you want to know more about this, it's all written in some lovely, lovely books, which is called the Career Books. It's a series, a trilogy of 3 books, which shows you how to decide what career to go into. It shows you how to improve yourself once you've identified what career to go into, whether it's to network together, to showcase yourself. We spoke about communication. Communicate those talents that you've got. Communicate that you're the best person for the job. Communicate that trial and error and bringing new ideas into your business. It shows you all of that, how to network, how to get the right contacts, and also how to build a legacy in what you do. And then, of course, the bestseller is the Career Workbook, which is your own self-check mechanism of where am I? Does this still meet what I want to do? Am I still on track to achieve my goal? Because you can't hit a target you don't have, or you can't. So the Career Workbook puts the target in front of you. It gives you an aim to be able to see in black and white what you've achieved and how far you've got to go. So that's it. We've got the How to Career, the Career Success, and the Career Workbook that will help you to achieve your personal and professional goals. You can, of course, find that on my website, lindapallion.com. It's on Amazon, it's on Book Depository, it's on Waterstones Online. I forget where it's listed. It's everywhere, pretty much. If you type in Linda Pallion and career books, you should come up with them. Or you can contact me directly on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram at Linda Pallion or at my cheerleader. Because as I say, I'm a cheerleader for people. That is my cause and my career, and I can be a cheerleader for you as well. These books are so affordable. They're between 15 to 20 pounds or 20 euros or $20, wherever you are listening from. And they're ship on demand, so you'll get them within a few days. And you can start getting in the driving seat and taking your career to the next level. So definitely get in touch. www.lindapallion.com.
Linda, let me say thank you very much for that wonderful, wonderful presentation once again.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Well, listeners, that has been HRH Linda Pallion for you, bringing you Career 101. Looking at what? Some myth-busting some beliefs in career to excel. Somebody, I remember when we were having a chat with Chris Fadeli, she was saying that, well, the sky is not your limit. You can go beyond that. Okay? Yes, so you can go beyond that. Make sure you go to our podcast session when this broadcast ends, which is virtually ended, and then re-listen to it, because it's going to help you a great day.